We ready? It was hard to catch you, Farhana.
It's always hard to catch me.
What happened? What happened? It's after Dubai Bling. خلاص you
uh,
blow up. Everyone is famous. Everyone is.
Not only Dubaibling, I'm just generally a very busy person because I do juggle between rest of the world and Dubai. So I'm always like in and out. And when I'm in Dubai, I'm always trying to spend time with my son and getting the work done over here. So yeah, it's a very busy life.
So you have connections outside. You do work for outside Dubai as well.
Of course, I work globally with a lot of brands, especially in Europe, in India, in Turkey.
And when did you start as a influencer, or when did you decided that this influencing or that as a job is enough for you to make you live and actually start to be rich?
So there's quite a story behind this, which a lot of people don't know about, because when they look at Farhana, they just know Farhana as an influencer and she's a social media personality, but they don't know the past. They don't know what I've done before this. You know, it's a full journey. So I basically started my career as a makeup artist, which a lot of people don't know. And I started my career in the beauty industry. I was working in television doing makeup for artists back in South Africa, because that's where I grew up, in South Africa, in Johannesburg. And then I decided that I want to live in London because I love traveling, and I always wanted to have this experience where I can live away from home. And I wanted to see if I could do that, because I wanted to live on my own and just experience a life out there without my family, and how I'm able to do everything on my own. I love challenges. So I went to London, and in the beginning I struggled a lot to find a job, but it was good.
How old was you?
I was in my early 20s. And I used to work as a part-time, salesperson at Gucci and Harrods and different brands, And then I finally got a job as a makeup artist for a brand called Bobbi Brown in Selfridges. So I was working there. And then I was traveling between Europe and working in London. I started doing modeling as well, and that kicked off well. I always knew that I was made for the fashion and beauty industry, and I always wanted to be in that. So I came for a fashion show in Dubai in early 2006, between 2006 2007. And I fell in love with Dubai. I saw a different life out here, because I'm a London girl. I love London. So I was living in London for like 4 years. And when I came to Dubai, I was like, wow, this is it. I need to move to Dubai. So in 2008, early 2008, I moved to Dubai. And everybody convinced me that, listen, you have to do a real estate in Dubai because it's booming the market. The little that I knew that it was going down at that point, we had that big crash, and that was in 2008.
Exactly.
But just when I entered the market, I did well. I sold like 2-3 properties. I made good sales, and I was like, wow, okay, I'm making money here. But then obviously with the whole crash and everything, I joined a modeling agency, and I started to work as a model. I did a lot of modeling in Bahrain, in Doha, in Dubai. I also walked for the Dubai Fashion Week. Remember they had the Dubai Fashion Week back in the days? So a lot of the models I know from back in the days, who are still models here. So I always was a part of this industry. And then I was working on my events. I hosted a lot of events and stuff like that. In 2014, around end 2014, I decided that, listen, I want to turn my whole modeling and everything that I'm doing into a social media personality now. Like, I was ready for the next step because Instagram was booming. It just started. I was on a private account, and my ex-husband was very supportive at that time. He created this blog for me called I Woman of the World. So I wanted to create something that sets me apart, and I didn't want to just be an influencer promoting brands. I wanted to give back to the female society because I hustled a lot in my life. Like I said to you, I was in London on my own, looking for jobs and looking for work, and only I know what I went through. And I was like, listen, I need to create something that I can help these females reach their goals, even if it's just by, supporting them in some sort of, So basically, I created this blog called I Woman of the World purely to work with new female startup brands. And that really took off well. And that's how it started. And I started shooting a lot of photos and posting on social media. And then I fell pregnant in 2015. And I showed a very glamorous motherhood side to me on social media. And a lot of women love that. They loved the fact that I was super energetic. I was going to so many events and I was hardworking. Even during my pregnancy, I wasn't sitting still. I did a lot in my pregnancy. I think I was like the most active during my pregnancy. And I think a lot of the women, they love that. And when Aiden was born, I always call him my lucky charm. I'm like, that's it. And my social media from here went to here. Like, it was a next level. And that's how it all started.
Amazing. And so actually you jumped into social media very early, and as you mentioned, like people also, you've been like showing a good side that support women and empower her by being a mother and being still working and happy and attending events while you're pregnant. This is something special. Also, what you think that also what might help you being specialized, as you have the Indian beauty face, and then this is okay, if we want to target this market, then we use Farhana, because also not a lot of influencers in the region here are from India. Most of them are Arabs, because it's also needed, or depends on the market, but you are special in that terms.
Thank you so much.
To help you all.
Yeah, so basically I wouldn't say that just because I'm special, I'm here. Okay, I do agree to some point, but I worked very hard. I think it's my, the perseverance that I have. Like, I'm a go-getter. Like, I don't settle for no. Like, if someone tells me no, it's like a challenge for me. I will make sure that I work super hard and I will achieve what I want. So I would say that it all comes down to how far you're willing to go, how hard you're willing to work to reach where you want to reach. And being one of the few global Indian influencers in Dubai, of course, I've been really lucky to work with a lot of the major luxury brands here. I created a niche for myself, and now I do see there's many amazing Indian influencers entering the market. Some already have been there from before. I think there's a big market. Looking at the Middle East, there's so many Indians here, right? India is a huge market, and India is literally around the corner. So I think definitely it's a very important market for the Middle East. And I'm lucky and that I've entered the industry back in 2014. So it does help a lot starting early. And I'm very happy. I'm very, very happy with the industry. I'm happy that they're accepting, the Indian influencers, especially the major big luxury brands. But I don't only have Indian audience. It's a mix. I have actually, most of my audience are from the Middle East. A lot from Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Saudi, and then obviously India. So it's between India and the Middle East.
You've noticed that actually the whole market changed into the diversity and choosing different nationalities, because it's helping the brands very well. Before it was just one side, one type of model, one shape of model, and that's it. And now it's with Instagram, and definitely it's because of you as influencers helped a lot. Okay, the influencers are from different countries and different body shape, and it's not the typical model that we all know, and they were promoting brands. So do you feel that this changed the whole marketing towards these big brands, and they will say, okay, we don't want to go to the typical skinny, tall model, now we want to use a diversity because it talks better to the people?
I think what Instagram has done for us content creators is that it's opened up a market which the industry was not ready to accept. The industry was always very close-minded, and they were working only with the models, actors. In India, they still do that. In India, they still stuck on to just like working with the Bollywood celebrities. Maybe because the audience, you get some audience which are just watching Bollywood all the time, for example. But now with the social media, I think we have a platform where we are inspiring people out there. We're inspiring our fans, we're inspiring our followers, and they love to see real people. I'm not saying the models are not real, I'm not saying the actors are not real, but they just want to, we are more relatable to them right now. That's what I feel. And I feel like we are creating a lot more interesting content than a normal model or an actor would do, because that's not the job. You know, the job is acting, the job is modeling. But we content creators are creative. We create content which the audience relate to.
Yes, and some industries don't like you, to be honest.
Well,
Like the advertising agencies, and because you took their place.
Too bad for them.
Yes, as
but look,
content creators, because they the typical content creator was an agency with creative, and they do content, but it became very staged and very artificial. And when the person is genuine and most of the influencers are genuine, because they don't know also the whole process of doing something super professional in a way, which might look fake sometimes, you know.
I also feel that nowadays the publications are working a lot with influencers and bloggers and content creators. I mean, you'll see a lot of them, on the covers as well nowadays. So I think it's opening up. The industry is opening up now. They're becoming less conservative, and I think they're accepting and welcoming.
Cool, that's cool. The Farhana, things changed after the social media, and you became well-known influencer, and you divorced.
Yeah.
You're a single mom.
Yes.
What happened?
Well,
is it because you grow? You have your feathers are, you can fly now.
To be honest, it's not that. I think. So for me, I was in a relationship in total, like with the marriage and everything. I was with my ex-husband in total for almost 15 years. It's a long time. I would definitely say he was the love of my life, and I didn't see anything beyond him. But as the years go by, as you grow and as the other human being grow, sometimes you grow as a person. But I'm not talking financially or work-wise. I'm talking as a person from inside. You know, there's things that you want that he may not want, or maybe things he wants that you may not want, and then it's like you're almost going like in one direction, but then you slowly just start moving apart.
The gap will start to be bigger.
Yeah, and then there was a lot of, I won't lie to you, the relationship became very toxic. I had a lot of issues in my relationship. I was trying to keep it just for my son. First, in the beginning, I was like, no, okay, we'll try to make it happen for me. Then it's my son, but then you come to a point where you realize that if you guys are not happy with one another, if two people are not happy, how is the child going to be happy? How are you going to create a happy environment for the kid if you both souls are not happy? So I think it was the best decision. It came from him, to be honest. I wasn't ready to leave the relationship or the marriage, because I'm kind of conservative a little bit, thinking, oh no, I can't break a marriage. I need to keep the marriage together. I need a father for my son. It was very difficult. But I think he also knew that it was going to be for the best for both of us. In the beginning, I didn't see it. But now looking back, I'm like, yeah, it's the best thing that ever happened to me. Like, I think we were in love, but then we grew apart and we grew out of it. And then there's no point staying in a relationship if you don't feel that way about each other anymore. And it's not fair on me, it's not fair on him, and it's not fair on my son.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Of course. But if you think, would you relate it to the work you do, to being independent, being famous? Would you think that part played a role?
Not at all. He was a very supportive husband. I mean, there were times when I had to travel for a month and he would be with my son. And he was very supportive. There was never a thing that I couldn't do. Like, you know, some women, they are very controlled by their husbands. They're very limited to what they can do. I had all the freedom. So for me, it had nothing to do with my work. It had absolutely nothing to do with my career, with fame. He was very supportive. It was just us. There was just something between us that we just stopped getting along. And I think, like I said, like, things just changed.
Because we grow.
Yeah.
And what the single mom life have changed you in a way, changed your work, changed the way you see life? Because now you're raising this child, and what we saw in the Dubai Bling, which we're gonna talk about, that you're in a very good relation with your ex.
We have a very good relationship. We talk almost every day also for my son, obviously.
Why you rolled your eyes when you said that for my son?
For my son. No, I mean like we have to, right? The thing is, because I've been with him for 15 years, it's
challenging
long.
also. Like sometimes you need to travel, what you will do. Like you need to take your son for a vacation and you'll take him alone, or...
I haven't done that yet, so I don't know. But yeah, I mean, that, definitely I would take my son alone as well. Why not? I mean, there's many things I do with my son alone. But the thing is, I want the best for Aiden. We need to create an environment for Aiden that is happy and positive now. It's all about Aiden now. It's not about us anymore. And I need to be wiser. In the beginning, I wasn't. I was very I was a bit childish, you know. When in the beginning, when we were broken up, I was like, I want the full custody. I want to, just to be a bit spiteful. But no, I realized I cannot do that. I need him as much as Aiden needs me. Aiden needs his father as well, and his father loves him. And I don't think there could be any man in the world that would love Aiden like his dad does.
Of course.
So for me, it's very important to keep a very civil relationship with my ex. Sometimes we fight, we still fight. But at the end of the day, we have to be civil for Aiden.
Yes, but tell me how the single mother changed you, and what you can tell other single mom.
So being a single mom has really made me so strong. I feel that God has just given us the strength. And I would say that we single moms are definitely super moms. Honestly, I don't know where the strength comes from. I don't know how we multitask, but it just happens. So I always feel like God just gives you that strength. It's very hard, I won't lie to you. It's like sometimes a few days ago, I was talking to a friend of mine, and I just burst out in tears, and I just broke down. And he's like, why, what's going on? Like, why? And Aiden was next to me, and Aiden's like, Mommy, don't cry. I was like, but I'm a human being, I break down. And I was just telling this friend of mine that, you know what? I really wish Aiden had a dad with him every day. I really wish that Aiden could just every day wake up and be with his dad. But what can I do now? Like, things happened for the best. Things happened for a reason. And I just have to accept. And inshallah, I hope in the future, I will get married again. And hopefully I would be able to create an environment for Aiden. Obviously, it's not going to be like his father. But I hope I do meet a man that would love Aiden. And would be able to accept Aiden, in a like a fatherly way. But I do understand that a lot of men are not like that, but some men are like that. Like, I know a lot of my friends who are divorced and have married, and their husbands accept the kids. So I'm hoping for the best.
It's gonna get difficult now to choose. Actually, you became famous, and then you'll have a lot of choices.
I'm so picky and I'm so choosy. It's honestly
so
like
what's your ideal man?
My ideal man? Oh my God. I'm just
let's write the list.
it's my friends are like, listen, God has to tailor make a husband for you. No, seriously. I'm so fussy. Like, my friends are like, we never see you come for a dinner with a date. I'm like, no, that's because I don't meet anyone that I genuinely like. Like, I of course I've been meeting I do meet guys, obviously, because I do go out a lot and stuff, but it's not, I can't say like, I found the one yet. No.
So you need the perfect person.
I need the perfect person. Yeah.
But that's, sometimes when somebody needs the perfect person, it's either they don't want to be with anybody or they love themselves so much.
No, it's not that I don't want to be with anybody. Of course, I miss, being in a family. I miss having a husband. Obviously, I do miss all of that. But I'm so choosy. I'm so picky, especially like after my whole divorce. Like, I'm more pickier now. Like, yeah.
Like what? Give me some.
No, like, I just want a guy that I can vibe with. Basically, someone who's gonna understand me. I'm like so young at heart, and I'm like I'm just like enjoying my life, but I want someone who is going to be supportive, number one, to what I do, because my ex-husband was very supportive, and I know there's a lot of guys in the industry that don't like this industry. They don't find social media, like they just want to run away from social media. I met one or two guys and they're like, oh my god, we don't even want to be near cameras. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like I need someone who's going to accept this, more than that, I need someone who's going to be there to support me through everything. And mostly I want to fall in love. I want a guy who's going to just fall in love with me. For me, love is everything.
That's amazing. And you're going to find a guy also with the same horsepower that you have.
I hope so. No, I need someone to calm me down. Definitely he cannot be the same energy level as me. No. I need someone who will be able to calm me down because I'm very hyper.
Farhana, honestly, we worked together before, but we haven't talked. And this is the first time I meet you and talk to you. You're very nice, very genuine person.
Thank you.
This is not exactly the image was portrayed in Dubai Bling.
Yeah.
Is that true? Like a lot of people are just saying, okay, she's very nice, but maybe it was portrayed in a artificial, or talking about, the marketing things you do every time in parties and then the arguments and this one. But when I talk to you, it's just like you're about to cry when you talk about the family and this and the hard work where you started since you was young and you left the family and you said, I want to make it by my own. So,
see, we didn't discuss any of this on the show, so obviously the audience will not know. I hope, if there has to be a season 2, and if I'm a part of it, I would love them to at least let me tell my story, because I feel there's so much more to me that my audience don't know. But I can also, do a nice live one day or shoot a YouTube video and talk about my journey. Because there's so much about me that my audience don't know. They just see a glimpse of what they see on Instagram, you know what I mean, of what I post and stuff like that. So obviously, because on the show I was, some people thought, okay, she's artificial, she's fake because she's living this glamorous life on social media. But it is my work, right? At the end of the day, I do promote brands and an influencer's life. I wouldn't say it's, sponsorship is a part of our work. It's a big part of our work. Whether we get paid or it's a barter deal, sponsorships are always going to be a big part of my job. And there was nothing wrong showing that. If anything, it was my reality that I presented out there. The guys, I'm not lying about it. It's sponsored and I'm owning up to it. That's it.
Yeah, but if you're doing, let's say, a birthday and it's all sponsored, and I heard that you do 4 birthdays a year. Is that true?
Yeah, sometimes.
Okay, so it's sponsored.
Okay.
So there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Definitely, it's a smart move. But I think the people who are invited, especially if they work in the same field, they will feel that they have been used a little bit.
Not really, because I go to a lot of events to support my influencer friends, and I think the industry knows about the sponsorship. I mean, they know it's a part of our work, right? And if we're there for each other to support, there's nothing wrong in doing that. But they are not the ones coming and posting. I'm the one posting on my platform. They're coming and they're enjoying and they're coming for me. You know what I mean? I'm the one that's promoting the brands. I'm getting the sponsorship, and I'm doing what I have to do on the social media.
You and the brand is getting the benefit. Let me give you an example.
Okay.
I invited you to my podcast. What if I didn't tell you that this is sponsored by a brand, fashion brand, and I start to promote it through you? So you wouldn't be happy that I'm using you in my podcast to promote unless I tell you and we agree on it, for example.
To be honest, a lot of my friends in the industry...
Maybe you need to pay them.
No. So a lot of my friends in the industry are very supportive because I support them as well. You know, it works both ways. There's times when they need me to come to an event that they're hosting, and I go and I support them. So I think it's basically a win-win situation for everyone. At the end of the day, okay, Farhana's getting her birthday sponsor. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. For me, I look at it this way. The brand wants to work with me, or they like my image and they're like, listen, we'd love for you to host your birthday because you have fun parties, and we love the way you do the decoration, the setup, and it's always a talk of the town. Well, now it's the talk of the world, the parties. So why not? It's beneficial for everyone. And my friends are coming, they're having a good time. And most of the time, a lot of my influencer friends, I support them back. If they need help with brands or PR agencies, I'm very supportive. And I think in the industry, it's important to support one another. I think it's so important.
Definitely, but this is not what we saw with you and Zeina, for example, Zeina Khoury.
Zaina's not an influencer, so she'll not understand.
Ah, all right. But
She's
now she's
in real estate.
Yes, but now she's a star.
So
She's
now,
an actress
I
now.
think now she'll be okay with it. I don't think she's going to have anything to say anymore, only because now she's a star.
How did they choose you? How you was before in a program with Paris Hilton?
With the Paris Hilton, it was many, many years ago. It was just so much fun, and it was in
2011?
10, I think 10.
All right.
And it was a bunch of us girls were friends. We all went on the show together. Honestly, it was just something.
What happened? Because they told me you only did 4 and then they let you go.
No, so you have like, it's basically like you want to be her BFF or something like that. So
Yeah.
it's like a little bit of drama, a little bit of, and at the end of the day.
And you're the queen of drama.
Not always, but sometimes. And then there is like, girls, they choose who they want, who they don't want. So it's like, but to be honest, it was something I didn't really think hard before doing it. I just did it. I was like going with the flow. I was in Dubai. It was early days in Dubai. I said, "Khalas, I'll do it as a fun thing." I didn't really.
But they asked you to leave. So what's the reason?
No, they don't ask you to leave. It's basically you have votings, right, amongst the girls, and I think it was just from the votes. I guess to be honest, I don't even remember how that went. But it was fun. I mean, I actually made good friends with Paris because she came to India afterwards. We had some good times together. I would say it was fun, but it wasn't something that I would say like I was like so proud of.
Oh,
No.
okay. All right.
It was fun for that time.
But
and that
one
was
of the
it.
girls will be her best friend.
No,
yeah?
not really. I don't even
No?
know if she even became her best friend.
Maybe they stopped the show.
That's what I'm saying. It was so many years ago that I don't even remember half of it. It was on YouTube though, yeah, I remember.
Tab, how did you reach to Dubai Bling? How did they choose you?
So obviously, the production team, the team contacted me because they liked my story. I think they knew that I had a story to tell, and they loved the fact that I'm an Indian living in Dubai, and I think the most important was the story that I had.
And the character.
The character, honestly. I'm a very strong character, and I think they love strong personalities.
But they in the show they said like who is a millionaire and who is faking it. So there's somebody is faking it, which we don't know.
To be honest, for me, I feel like everyone has their own opinion about who's a millionaire, who's not a millionaire. The way I look at it is that every one of us on the show has made money out of our careers. We came into Dubai and we all worked hard. Nothing was given, at least for myself, nothing was given to me on a platter. I worked super hard, and being a millionaire or not being a millionaire, at the end of the day, it's about successful lives, successful people living. It's about 10 successful people living in Dubai. I think it's more like that.
And the competition happens naturally between you as actors, or did you know each other before you did the show? Did you rehearse? Was it something people always ask? Is it scripted?
No, it's not scripted. I wouldn't say, especially the fights, they were 100% not scripted. Everyone asking me this. No, I would say that it was more the editing. And sometimes they put you in a situation that it just, the drama just happens. It's not like they tell you, do this. No, of course not. I mean, even if they told me, I wouldn't do it. Like, I'm not going to do what they tell me to do. I will do what I want to do, right? At the end of the day, I have my own personality. Why would I do what somebody else tells me to do? Of course not. Especially, like, when it comes to my image, I'm very, very, like, I would never let anyone tell me, do this, do that. I mean, I have a mind of my own, a personality of my own. Why would I listen to anyone?
No, if it's a movie.
But this was not a movie. It was a reality docu-series.
Yeah, but the bling in it is spiced up maybe a little bit. How much is spiced up?
We spiced it up. They didn't tell us to spice it up.
Where did you get this gold from? You still have this?
Of course, it's in the vault. So the gold bars. So basically, I'm working on a project that I presented on the show called Go Pesa. My ex-husband is a partner there, and my very, very dear friend Shamik. And he created this Gold Pesa to also set a different ball game in the crypto industry. So that's why we brought the gold to show the guys, we have a project that's backed by gold, and this is what the gold looks like. And so the investors are not just taking a risk and just investing in any crypto or any coin. They actually investing in something that's backed by gold. So that was very important to show that we do have gold as a backup.
Yeah, but people saw it as you're showing off a little bit by showing the gold. Also, you're trying to prove for everyone that I'm the real deal. I'm not faking it.
But I wasn't faking it, and I'm the real deal. That gold is our gold from Gold Pesa.
How many kilos were
it was like, how many kilos were there? I think, was it 10 kilos? I can't remember, but it was worth 1.4.
That's 1 million, 10 kilos.
1.4, yeah, 1.4 million or something like that, I remember. But to be honest, it's not about proving a point or something to others. It is my project, and it is something that I was promoting even before I was on Dubai Bling. There's videos of me where I've promoted the gold.
Mm-hmm.
So
who was your best friend in for real? Like, and maybe who stayed after the show as a best friend? Who you connected with the most?
So to be honest, I would definitely say Ibrahim. Ibrahim has been a very, very close friend of mine from before and even after. He's definitely someone I call my bestie.
I think I should make a podcast with Ibrahim.
Please do that. He's so hilarious. He's so funny.
He was telling you all, gossiping with you. He was protecting you.
Yeah, he was protecting me. We need more friends like that.
No, I don't think so. Maybe we need like Ibrahim. Ibrahim is mahdoum we say in Arabic.
What does it mean? Mahdoum?
Sense of humor.
Yeah, his sense of humor, yeah.
He's a nice guy. Okay, so Ibrahim and who else?
I would say Danya
LJ?
as well. LJ, of course. LJ and I are very good friends. We've been good friends from
Zeina,
before as well.
no way.
To be honest, Zeina, I've known her way before I knew everybody else.
Yeah?
How funny is that? I know her from before I know all of them. I know Zeina from back in like 15. We met over a dinner. And but we were never close friends. We always used to see each other socially and stuff like that. We were never close friends.
She didn't like the way you are doing the marketing. She said you are a walking marketing machine.
But it's
marketing
good, no?
everywhere.
It's good, no? Because that shows I'm doing my work really well. It's good for the brands.
She promotes her, but she's a businesswoman.
She's a businesswoman. She's into real estate. She's selling properties, and everyone has their niche, right? What they promote. She's promoting properties. I'm promoting fashion, beauty, lifestyle, but in a different platform. You know what I mean? But it's funny, like how the world is changing. Even she needs a social media platform to now promote her properties, right? Because I think she was promoting real estate on social media. And I'm sure now she's going to get a lot of sponsorships and stuff like that. And hopefully she will open up and she will start accepting
Understand the fact.
and understanding it. I think she definitely will understand now.
So you stopped talking to Zeina?
No, of course I speak to her. I saw her the other day. We were partying at LJ's birthday. I have nothing against anyone. I'm honestly a very forgiving person. I'm easygoing.
I know, but just Zeina, she's like the only one people pick. Okay, Zeina and Farhana is not gonna.
No, I actually spoke to Zeina after the show as well. I was already talking to her even after, because we already had sorted things out on the show as well. We were speaking, even after the desert fights and stuff like that. To be honest, I don't have anything against her. I genuinely don't.
I have a podcast with Zeina.
Please have with her.
Or maybe I had and I heard something else.
Maybe, but from my side, honestly, I don't have anything against her. If I did, I would tell you guys. Okay, I didn't like the fact that she called me fake. Okay, the whole sponsorship thing, she said to me, whatever. We sorted it out. We spoke about it. I said what I had to say to her. But the only thing I didn't appreciate and liked was when she called me fake, because that was not fair from her side, because she called me fake on the basis that I didn't say hi to her at an event in Versace hotel. But I didn't see her, because for me to see her at an event and look at her in her face and not say hi, it's not me. I say hi to random people that I don't know. Why I will not say hi to her? So I spoke to her about it, and she felt I didn't go up to her and say hi. Okay, that day I might have been busy and maybe I didn't see her. I was busy talking to my other friends. But if she saw me, I always say this to her, if you saw me there and you were there, why didn't you come and say hi to me? Am I right? I can say the same thing about her, that you saw me and you didn't say hi, you're fake. You know what I mean? So I think it was a very harsh thing to say and call me fake, because I don't think it justifies me not saying hi to her. She cannot call me fake because of that. I mean, seriously, you cannot justify. How? You calling someone fake because they didn't say hi to you? And you're calling someone fake because they get sponsored or they're promoting things on Instagram. This is my job. I'm a single mother. Let me tell you something. Ask many single women out there. If tomorrow, if a brand offers to give you a sponsorship, let's say a car or a TV or anything, you're a single mother. If you can save, let's say 10,000 dirhams on a TV or on a sofa or on a furniture, but you can promote that brand, it aligns with your profile, it's a good brand, you're happy to talk about it. I rather save that 10,000 dirhams and use it towards my child's education and use my expertise and use my influence to try and get things sponsored so I can save money for my child's education, for example. Tell me, is there anything wrong in doing that?
No, there's nothing wrong. But where I see where Zeina is coming from is the part that you are making these events especially to do this. It's not happening in a way. So your life becoming... staged towards creating these events to be sponsored so you can make more money and you can make more business.
No.
Meaning 4 birthday a year. Who has 4 birthday a year?
Okay. So first of all, I have one big party in a year. Okay. But I wanted to do this Amalfi theme for some of my friends who couldn't attend my first birthday, because I had one big birthday in the Raffles ballroom. But a lot of my friends were away and some of my friends couldn't attend, So I thought, okay, I'll do one, because I wanted to always do this Amalfi theme. I said, I want to get it off my chest. Let me do a party. Let me end my birthday month and let me invite some of my friends that didn't make it to the first birthday and do something special. So I did it, and honestly, I love celebrating my birthday. Even for Ada and for myself, I love celebrating my birthday. And if you look at the way it's sponsored, okay, the venue was sponsored because I work very closely with the hotel. They love me because I create amazing content for them. They don't just give it to just any influencer. They're not going to just... there's many influencers that approach them. They give it to me because what? Number one, they like me. They like my attitude. And they like the fact that I'm creating amazing content for them. And also what I give them in return, which a lot of brands will tell you, is I'm giving them, the ROI. So basically, by doing major introductions, because of me, to be honest, so many major weddings took place in the hotel. Mm-hmm. A lot of my friends told me that they loved the way I promoted the hotel. No, I'm not talking about now. I'm talking about from before. Because I've been promoting it not only on the when we was on the show, it was from before, right? And one of my friends did a massive Indian wedding over there. So at the end of the day, it's good for
paid
the
off.
hotel.
Yeah.
It's good for the hotel, right? And but I think the brands that work with me, it's not about, oh, you know, we want something like, okay, you have to give us this in return. No, they love my content. They love my aesthetics on my page. They love the fact that I'm creating quality content for them, and that's why they want to work with me. And they love my personality, and they don't just go around sponsoring every influencer's birthday. I am special. So yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think going back to the point where Zeina said that she said something like it was on the purpose for creating content the birthday. Not really. She doesn't know that I have a lot of my friends that I want to bring together, and I want to have a good time as well. You know, of course, the content part plays a very important part in my life, because I want beautiful content for my social media. That's my that's my page. You know, that's my profile. You know, so of course it's a very important part, but it's not the only reason to throw a birthday. Come on, you're not just throwing a birthday because you want to create. It's a purpose of creating content. I did Aiden's birthday. I did the swim. I'll tell you. Let's give an example for Aiden's birthday. Aiden's birthday, the first half, I did it because I love creating memories for Aiden. I want tomorrow Aiden to open his page when he grows old and be like, wow, mom had this birthday for me. She had this. It's about creating memories. So I did the photo sessions with him in the beginning. And then after, I know he loves swimming. So he enjoys this. So I did my part where I wanted to create my content with him for his page. And then after, I wanted to do what he likes. He loves swimming. So I did the pool party. And he had so much fun.
That's great. But what I'm saying is the other people, the relation between you and the companies is amazing, and you're doing your job great, and they love you, and you are bringing business to them.
Yeah.
That's fine. But as a normal friends or human beings who doesn't work in the same field, they might not feel that this is work, and also you are working in an event from their perspective or their eye. This is an event it's very personal. It's a birthday. It's a let's say wedding, or it's any personal events, and you're doing it as a job. You're doing it as a business, or you might be busy. That's why maybe you don't see your friends. You might be busy taking pictures for the items that they supported you as an event. They give you flowers. So you need to promote that. So you're actually stepping away from the people who you invited, and they feel, that's my perspective.
I know.
And they feel that maybe we are being used as actors or comparse, as to promote the job that she's doing.
To be honest, no. My friends are very supportive, number one. Number two, when I'm having a big birthday, for example, I have a full team that works with me, in terms of the videographers, the photographers, the content, management. So what they do is they come 2 hours prior to my guests arriving, and they will shoot all the content. I will do most of the content and all of that. So I will make sure that I already have my content that I need to post, and then the rest is just me shooting content of the live birthday with my friends and all of that. But I always make sure that I have a team doing that so that I can attend to my friends. But the only part I feel that my friends may get upset is because I invite so many friends that I'm not able to be with everyone, because I have to see to everyone. So I cannot spend quality time with one friend, because I have like 150, 200 people on my guest list. So maybe that part, they would be like, Farhana's, she's always like with everyone, so that I can understand. But then also it's a big guest list, so I cannot just stick to one person, but honestly, my friends love coming to my birthday. They message me 2 months in advance. My friends from London, my friends from abroad, they're like, listen, you better tell us the theme so we can prepare, because they all look forward to it. I think they all have fun, because it's also like a social event. My birthdays are like social events. It's like an event, and everyone loves it.
Well, definitely, we can do 12 a year, it's fine.
Honestly, I'm so tired this year. I think I'll just do one. I think this is the only one.
Tell me what have changed after Dubai Bling, Farhana. How did you see that also commercially, or people now they know you more, you have reached a big amount of followers after that. What has changed, and what's it's opening the future for you? What would you have maybe new plans as acting or being international in a different way?
So a lot has changed. Like, I was so overwhelming the first month that I was just not being even able to do anything. I was just in Dubai. I was just taking it all in. My emails were like flooded with so many collaboration opportunities, so many business opportunities. It's funny, like, I thought I will just have fashion and luxury and beauty brands collaborations like coming up, but actually I have real investment opportunities, business bankers and business people messaging me, offering me big business opportunities, plans. They want to set brands up with me. So it's been really amazing, the response. I've already been signing deals, which is amazing. I've got a lot of managers from LA contacting me. They're like, what is the next step? We feel like you could be the next big thing in Hollywood, They're like, because, it was on Netflix. It's such a big platform, Netflix. And the audience that you reach is like on another level. Do you know what I mean? Like, before I was just like a social media personality in the fashion industry. People knew me, but now everyone knows me globally. Like, I was in the airline and everybody, like all the flight attendant, everyone's like, "Hey, Farhana from Dubai Bling." I was like surprised because everybody's watched the show. I was in Istanbul a few days ago, and I had so many people come up to me on the streets, in the shopping malls, in the hotels, and like, "Oh my God, you're Farhana." Not only that, I was on a customer care call for my phone. And the lady, twice I called her, like, "Are you Farhana from Dubai?" I was like, "Oh my God, how?" It's like, your voice. So yeah, it's like I've gained a lot more exposure globally, which is really amazing. And it's really good for my work because now even the brands who I was collaborating with, who I'm collaborating with, are gaining not only followers, but a lot of good leads, a lot of it's good for everyone, I guess.
Definitely.
So yeah, it's good.
Definitely. You think it is going to be a season 2?
I hope so, because everybody wants a season 2. I want a season 2. I think it was so entertaining.
Yes.
What do you think?
I loved it.
Okay.
I loved the best thing I love about it is that it showed Dubai in a very beautiful image.
Definitely.
For us, it was like always Hollywood and New York, but it was filmed properly. That's why we love it. Of course, it's a nice city, but Dubai was not given that opportunity to be shown in movies enough and in reels or shows enough. So it was portrayed very well. I loved that part.
I agree with you 100%. The production company did a brilliant job. The way they showed Dubai, oh my God, it was next level. I have so many people messaging me after watching Dubai Bling. They're like, "We want to come to Dubai. We love Dubai." So many people want to move to Dubai. Like, every day I get messages from girls. Like, because I think my audience would also be a lot of the females, right? So a lot of the females are messaging me, "Please, can you try and find us a job? We would love to move to Dubai after watching Dubai Bling. You guys live such a glamorous life. You guys have a beautiful country out there, you beautiful city. You guys are living it up. We want to move to Dubai." So I think, it was shown in such a positive way. But I love Dubai, and I love the fact that we did this show. I think it was much needed. And I think it did really well. So I'm really proud of the entire team, the cast. I think we did a really good job.
I think it's amazing. But Farhana, do you understand the other opinion that they show that it's just make them feel bad a little bit, make them feel that, okay, this is not life, or not everyone is rich in Dubai? Do you feel that also this side is there in the program? Because if you look at the comments, it's like divided half and half, half positive and half negative. And people loved it and people hated it at the same time.
Okay.
All the news, bad or good news, is always a good promotion for the show, and people were watching it. But what's your opinion on the other side? That's they saw it in Arabic مستفزة, يعني it kind of makes you angry from inside.
Makes you angry in what way?
In a way that if they don't believe that people lives like this, which is the minority, it's not a majority, and this is not all Dubai. Sometimes it feels like, okay, what they are trying, are they being show off? Is this real? So they don't feel that this is the reality about everything happening.
Okay, so if you watch the full
Yes.
8 episodes. Okay, first of all, the show is not about people living in Dubai. It's about the 10 personalities that were featured in the show. It is about their lives. It's about how they became successful. Of course, like if I became successful, I'm not flaunting it, but I want to share my success story. You know what I mean? I do understand where these people are coming from. They feel, oh, but this is not Dubai. But we're not saying it's Dubai. We're not saying that this is how everyone in Dubai is. No, we're talking about us. We're not talking about anyone else. So it was about us. So this is first thing they need to understand. Number two, yes, there's people talking about money and showing the luxury life and the cars and the hotels and the way we have the bling. But if you look at a lot of people living in Dubai, they have this bling, they have these cars. There's nothing fake we were showing out there. Am I right? Number two, there's many emotional stories also on the show. And so I think there's a bit of everything. But then again, it goes back to it's about us 10 personality. It's not about the rest of the people living in Dubai. So this is what they need to think first, is like, we're not promoting other lives in Dubai, or it wasn't a reflection of everyone living in Dubai. It's a reflection about the 10 people that were on the show, about our lives, a bit of our lives, about the success stories, a bit of emotion. There was so much emotional stories in there as well. You would see some characters, they were breaking down in there. Some cars, they were like, but this was it. This is our reality, and we own up to it. We own up to it. If there's something I own, or if I don't own, I mentioned it very clearly on the show. So I'm talking about myself. There wasn't something I was faking at all. What you saw there is my reality. Okay, if I was sponsored, I spoke about it. That khalas, this piece of jewelry is sponsored. I got it from the PR team because I work with the PR team. And there's nothing to, there was nothing fake about it. So yeah, I think everybody has their own opinion. But to be honest, I don't even look at the negative comments. I'm just happy with the positive feedback that I've been getting. Look, not everyone's going to be happy for you. Not everyone's going to like the show. You can't please everyone in this world. You cannot.
Yes, definitely. And I'm happy that you had the chance to talk about yourself
Yes.
very well, and I can feel you, Farhana. Also, I'm taking the two sides so you can express how you think
Yes.
about it. And I think you're right. We're not. This show is nice in all cases. I know because I work in the industry, and I know that it's not scripted. It's not fake. Yes, there is editing, as you said. There is a lot of lighting, and hey, stand by, and then now you need to start your show. But the show is a reality, is real emotions. And you were great, and I loved you.
Thank you so much.
And you're very genuine in the Bling, Dubai Bling, and you are genuine in front of me.
Thank you. My parents always brought us, my entire siblings, all of us, my mom and dad always taught us one thing, that in life, if God can give you something, he can also take it back. So never look down on anyone in life. Always be grounded, no matter how much of success, how much of fame, how much of money you will earn in your life. Never look down on anyone, and never forget where you come from and where you started. And I will never forget this. This is something my parents always, this is the upbringing we were brought up with. And I think I always like to stay grounded, and I want to be humble. Like, yeah, of course, sometimes I come across as a diva. Oh my God, she's living this high life. But I worked hard for it. I'm enjoying it. But you know what? At the end of the day, people don't know your struggles. They just see you being successful and working and living it up there, but they don't know your struggles. I know my struggles. I know what I went through.
Amazing. I hope you will always bling, Farhana.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I really love talking with you, and you showed me the real Farhana.
Thank you so much. Thank you. No, it was really nice to be on this podcast. I've been wanting to do a podcast for such a long time. Actually, it's my first podcast.
Oh, that's amazing.
And
I'm
it's
lucky.
with you. So it's very special. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank
Take
you so
care.
much.
Bye.